Hello, everyone, and welcome to this installment of the Clear Process Solutions Web Tips. My name is Tim Dempsey, and I'll be your presenter today. Our topic is going to be how to set up and create a people picker-like design in Precisely Automation Evolve. So to get started, let's just set the table with some introductions of what we're going to be walking through today. So oftentimes, in a lot of our business processes, we're going to need a way to search and to find a coworker or another internal user to add to our request. These can be in several different roles and functional groups within our process. The setup today is going to be valuable because rather than have the end user just type in a name and possibly cause some errors or misspellings and not route to the correct person, we can make a connection to our Active Directory and have the user just be able to select from a group of end users. So just as I mentioned, this happens in almost every single business process where I will need to add an approver or link to requesting this on behalf of somebody else, a manager, a budget manager, any type of role or person we want to add into our process. So today, we're going to just walk through how to get this set up so that you'll be able to do this on your own as soon as after we walk through a demo. So this demo is going to include the creation of the demo solution. So we'll see this actually being built and how we can create a data connection from there, and then a couple of steps on how to get it set up within the form. Okay, so let's jump into Evolve. I have put together a solution for us today called Demo People Picker. So the first thing we want to do is come over here to Data Connections, and I'll go ahead and click Edit for this one. So I went in and added an LDAP query, added a name called LDAP users, and these are the options that are provided for us. These are all linked with your Active Directory. So if your manager is added, we can find that from this query as well. And then the baseline fields, which is our display name, first name, last name, email, and username. You can also add a sort here as well if you want to sort by someone's last name or display name for better searchability. So after we have our data connection set up, we'll go ahead and click OK. We're going to come over here to Form. And as you can see, I already have this set up, but I'll go ahead and get one created from scratch as well. So I'm going to go ahead and click in a user. We'll just call this a demo user. Underscore. And I'm going to go over here and add this over here to our canvas. And then we want to find our lookup control. This is how we can search by entering in data within our text box and then clicking on our monocle or magnifying glass and database to look up our data connection. So we have our lookup here, call this LDAP demo. Select our data source, LDAP users, table populates for us. We'll go ahead and select our display columns. Let's do display name. Email. And username. Go ahead and set our demo user to our email address. And here's how, based on your business requirements, you can set up your search. You can either do the display name, we can do last name, we can do like. So let's just go with display name with a like and demo user. I think it's good practice to have at least a one minimum search key size to reduce the amount of crawling and outputs. We can keep these the same. I'm gonna go ahead and uncheck run when field changes because we want to be able to select the lookup control once we're ready to enter in after our search. Now we're going to scroll all the way to the bottom. These are some other options, but go right here to the bottom for image association and we'll click demo user. All right, so let's just tidy up our label here. And how this will work here in a couple minutes is I'm going to enter in a user. We'll click on this lookup control. We'll have a pop-up box that'll show us the users within our organization that will match our search. And once we select that user from the pop-up box, they'll be outputted into this field here. After we go through that, I'll show you another way we can do this with an actual search box and an output field. Let's go ahead and deploy. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and click look for myself here. So I'll search for Dempsey. As you can see, we get a quick hit back. We have our display name and email and username that we defined in our lookup control. I have my brother and myself here, so I'm going to go ahead and click Tim Dempsey. And as you can see, it's added right there for us. So as you can see, within just a few steps, we were able to add this functionality into our form. And of course, we can go ahead and replicate this for any other of the areas and fields that we need to add users from our organization. Now, another possibility too is to add this as a search field. So there might be times where we want to keep the search field and the output field separate. So I'm going to go ahead and add one more field here. And we'll call this selected user and read only. So this adds a little bit more control points for your process. And then let's go over to our lookup control. And rather than set the demo user field, we're going to remove this and set email to our selected user field. And our search still stays the same. And we can still keep our image association to the demo user. If you want to reduce the click though, you can always select this run when fields change it to tab off. So let's go ahead and see what that looks like. All right, we're ready to deploy. Okay, so we have our search field here and then our output field as well. So let's go back and do our search. So we don't see our lookup control, but once I tab out or click anywhere on the form, our pop-up is launched. Go ahead and click Tim. And we have our selected user. So now there wouldn't be any possible way for this to really be changed or a mistake to happen with the click, our output is selected, and we still have our search field here as well. So these are just 2 ways you may be able to set up this people picker-like functionality that I hope and you'll be able to use in your next project. So that's this installment of the Web Tips. My name is Tim Dempsey. Thank you very much for your time. I hope you'll be able to use this in your next project. I believe that you will. And you can see just in a few easy clicks, we'll be able to get this installed and ready to go. Check us out on YouTube. We have tons more tips and tricks for your next business process automation project. And we'll look forward to the next one. Thanks again.